How's it going, guys? Topic for today's video, how to get started on a vegan diet. So one of the most common questions that I see in the Raw to Whenever Facebook group, people are always curious about how to get started. You know, what types of things should I be studying? What is the best way to actually get started on a plant-based vegan diet? So when you're first looking into the vegan lifestyle and you're looking at all the different food choices, it can be very overwhelming and definitely very confusing. You've probably been bombarded with a ton of information about how cruel the animal agriculture industry is. You might have seen how destructive animal-based foods can be on your health, or you've learned about the environmental impacts of eating animals. For any reason that you're deciding to adopt a plant-based vegan diet, it doesn't really matter. The thing is, when you start to go down the rabbit hole of getting into the plant-based vegan lifestyles, is that it can almost seem like you're learning a new language. It's very foreign to you and you don't really understand everything yet. So let's go over a really good step-by-step plan that is gonna make the transition very easy for you and sustainable over the long term. So I'm gonna post this entire plan on our website, Raw to Whenever, and that'll be in the first link in the description box below. So the first thing that you wanna do is you wanna educate yourself as much as you can within a reasonable amount about why you should be eating a plant-based vegan diet. This is gonna build your why. Why is so important when you're deciding to make a big shift or a big change in your life. With a strong enough why, you can really do anything. There are a number of excellent documentaries that you can watch for free on Netflix. Many of them are also available to rent on Amazon or on their corresponding website, just for a small fee usually. The three main documentaries that I would recommend watching is Forks Over Knives, and that one will teach you about the health benefits of eating a plant-based vegan diet. Cowspiracy is the next one that I would watch, and that will teach you about the environmental impacts of eating animals. The third one is Earthlings, which is another great documentary, which will make that ethical connection about why eating a vegan diet is a more ethical way of living. If you're not really into documentaries, some people aren't. Some people really enjoy reading books. Some great books would be The Starch Solution by Dr. John McDougall, How Not to Die by Dr. Greger, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, Dr. Barnard's Program for Reversing Diabetes by Dr. Neil Barnard, Proteinaholic is another great book, and there's so many other ones that you can check out on Amazon as well. So right now in 2016, there is an absolute abundance of educational material in the form of documentaries or books that is really gonna help you solidify the why for eating a plant-based vegan diet. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to really educate yourself as much as possible, because when temptations arise, say you're at a social situation and somebody offers you animal-based foods, if you understand why you don't want to be eating these foods, it's much easier to say no to those temptations when you exactly know why you're doing what you're doing. The next thing that I would suggest doing is finding in the neighborhood of maybe 5 to 7 plant-based starch meals that are quick and easy to make and can really become staples in your life. So you want to learn how to make these simple, satiating meals so that you always have something to fall back on. So they're easy to make, you enjoy eating them, and then that way you always can make food that is also going to be cruelty-free, healthy for you, and also taste really good. Again, if you learn how to make these really awesome, tasty meals, it can curb temptations to past tendencies. So make sure that you keep your pantry full of a lot of the staples on a plant-based vegan diet. Lots of rice, potatoes, beans, corn, veggies, lentils, vegan sauces, just so that you always have them available and you can always make a really good, delicious meal. We've got a number of great free recipes on our website at rawtowhenever.com. Plus we have 4 epic plant-based recipe books as well, so definitely go check those out. The third thing that I would do is find vegan alternatives to your favorite junk food. Many people always have this kind of like a crutch food, I would call it. It's something that they always kind of fall back on. Say they're feeling depressed or angry or sad. People typically have this like one food that they always kind of fall back on, that they always eat, and it's usually not necessarily the healthiest for them. It could be pizza, it could be ice cream, it could be a certain packaged food. So what you want to do is you want to find a vegan alternative for that crutch food. For myself, I was getting off of regular animal-based pizza. So what I've done now is I've learned how to easily make vegan pizza using diet cheese and usually just veggies on top, or I've gone to restaurants that serve vegan pizza, and just over time allowing myself to have those vegan alternatives, it's really curbed those temptations to go back to eating animal-based foods. So it's really nice because if you find that vegan alternative, you can still have that crutch food in your life, but you're not gonna be going back to eating animal-based products. So the fourth thing that I would do is source out vegan and vegan-friendly restaurants in your area. Now the best way to do that is to log on to happycow.net, and from going on there you'll be able to see all the local vegan, vegan-friendly, vegetarian restaurants in your area. And also on top of that, a lot of fast food places even like Chipotle and Taco Bell are offering vegan options now. So this is really helpful if you typically go to eat out with your family or your friends and you like to go to restaurants. So you can choose restaurants that are gonna be much more accommodating for your new lifestyle choice. A lot of sushi restaurants also offer lots of vegetarian options. So they usually have like cucumber or cucumber avo or avocado or vegetarian rolls. And a sushi restaurant is a great place where you can go with somebody who isn't vegan, but you can still comfortably eat vegan yourself. Right now in 2016, since veganism is growing so rapidly, there are new places popping up all the time that are offering excellent cruelty-free options. Fifth thing that I'd recommend to get started on eating a vegan plant-based diet is to start actually making friends within your local vegan community. So what you want to do is you want to surround yourself with those people that have very similar values to you and share that desire to live a cruelty-free life. Not everyone loves going out and meeting new people, so you might have to kind of like put yourself out there a bit, but it makes the whole process a lot less frightening if you have people that you can talk to. Just because most people that you talk to are not necessarily gonna be familiar with the vegan lifestyle. So I think it's really an important part is to bring that community aspect into it. Those are my 5 tips for getting started on a vegan diet. Again, the link to the full plan is in the description box below. If you have any other suggestions or comments for helping people to get started on a plant-based vegan diet, definitely leave them down below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Talk to you soon. Peace out.